Welcome to the Caps Locks and Chair Shots podcast with your host, Ed Brickeen.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Caps Locks and Chair Shots podcast. Like the little girl in the Poltergeist 3, we are back and better than ever. Joining me, as always, is my tag team partner, my arch nemesis, and my very best friend. You know him from all around the internet, but you can only find his wrestling stuff right here. He is the real Danny D, Dan Dorrett. How you doing, Dan?
What's up, man? How's it been? It's been a minute, or 3, or maybe 10 years. Who knows? But it's good to be back. It's good to, oddly enough, hear your voice. But let's get this show on the road.
Hey, let's not get too mushy here. And joining us, as always, he is the muscle of the podcast, future MMA champion, and voice of all of Southeast Asia. He is the one, the only, the Jaime.
The wrestling fans can wait. I miss you guys.
All right. Like Dan said, it's been a while. But before we kick off, what we just hope to be is just a fantastic show. I got something I need to say. And this is a topic I believe I've spoke on a few other occasions, but due to a very recent and very heartbreaking event in my life, I lost someone very close to me. The mother of my child passed away, and it was due to a substance abuse issue with heroin. If anybody out there that's listening, and I know, the 6 of you that are listening, there's probably not. But if anybody out there is, and you're struggling with something like this, please get help. Because the last thing your family wants to do is look your 8-year-old son in the eye and explain to him you're not coming home. I have done a lot of horrible things in my life. Whether, and I don't mean horrible as in like I've murdered anybody. I mean horrible as in like difficult things. Going through Marine Corps boot camp, saying goodbye to my brothers, having 2 knee surgeries, whatever. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, that was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And I never want to do that again. If you know somebody that needs help, get them help. If you need help, please get help. Please get help. Alright, let's move on. As tough as that is, let's go back to why we're all here. And that is professional wrestling. And on Sunday, second biggest pay-per-view, the party of the summer happened in Brooklyn, New York. Summerslam. So guys, I'm gonna open it up to you. Jaime, what were your thoughts on the event?
I'll be honest. Most of the outcomes I already expected. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Daniel?
I enjoyed the show, oddly enough. I wasn't too thrilled about the card itself, but I think it played itself out very well.
Okay. Let's go straight into it. What was the best match of the night? Dan?
Man, that's a because I have a favorite match that I think might shock both of you, but it definitely was not the best match of the night.
Well, what's your favorite match then?
What's that?
What was your favorite match then?
My favorite match was Reigns-Lesnar.
I can get it. I can dig that. Jaime, how about you? What was your, let's say, favorite match of the night?
I think I'm going with Charlotte versus Carmella versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay. Fair enough. Any particular reason why?
Aside from a turn that we're going to discuss later, I'm actually surprised how Carmella was able to hang. A testament to how good of a character she is.
Fair enough. Now, I want to point something out here. We all know since we started this show that Jaime has had the biggest of man crushes, bordering on the stalkering for Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin was in a match with somebody who most of you smarks out there, including Jaime, love, and that's Finn Balor. And Jaime didn't pick that match. Dan, is that personal growth for Jaime?
No, because he's salty.
Very well. All right, so we talked about our favorites. Let's hear the least liked ones. Jaime, which match did you hate the most?
I think you're expecting this. Kevin Owens versus Braun Strowman.
Why?
Should I explain? Okay. So here's the thing. I made a prediction on Vavo who's going to win. I predicted Kevin Owens to win this match because he's supposed to cash in on whoever wins the main event. Because it's expected both are going to be so exhausted trying to cancel each other out. It didn't happen because of what happened, because of the outcome of the Kevin Owens-Braun Strowman match.
Okay. Daniel?
This one might shock AJ and Joe.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to just leave us hanging? Are you going to give us an explanation? Or
This is twice now, two feuds that I feel like we've all really wanted to see in the WWE. And just, it did not live up to what I wanted it to be, because I think the whole daddy situation with that just was unnecessary. Once again, those two guys don't need that. They get in the ring and they can crush it. They can kill it. But they had to throw in some type of... I just want to see guys like that just let their wrestling do the talk.
Now, I assume the other feud you were talking about that everybody wanted to see was Nakamura and AJ, right?
Correct.
Now, we have a common denominator in both of those. Is it AJ Styles' fault?
No, I think it's creative.
Okay. We may talk about that later. All right, so we saw how many different titles change hands last night? 3, 4? Which one was the best one? There was 4, by the way.
I already picked the SmackDown Women's match, but the best one for me is Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler.
Okay. All right. Dan?
For me, the best title change was probably Rollins and Dolph as well. I know that's not for great radio, as we say in this business, but
we're not in a business. We got to make money to be in a business.
But that was probably my favorite one.
Well, and I'm so happy I can say this again. You both are wrong, and let me tell you why. The best title change, hands down, was the exorcism of Brock Lesnar from the Universal Championship. Granted, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I love hearing Paul Heyman talk. The dude could read me a novel and I'd listen page to page. But having Brock Lesnar, an absentee champion, who's literally holding a belt for no reason, was bad for business. At least with Roman, people can boo now. The title's on TV, and it may give it some importance. But with Brock, out of sight, out of mind, and the Universal title was gone. Just gone. And as good as Paul Heyman was, is, and will continue to be, he can't make something important if you don't see it. This isn't ECW anymore. Paul Heyman can't do that. Alright. Let's talk about another title that changed hands, and that is Ronda Rousey. But before we talk about the actual match, who did her makeup, and should they go to jail for it?
Nah, man, you weren't thinking that? It was similar to Becky's. I loved it.
No, she looked like Sensational Sherry got drunk and tried to put her makeup on.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys didn't like that. I actually kind of dug the makeup.
No.
It didn't look like war paint to me. Becky's looked like war paint, but for Ronda it doesn't.
Okay, so let's talk about the match now. What do we all think?
The Ronda Alexa match, man, that was pretty bad.
Okay.
I mean, you knew it was going to be a squash, but now it's almost like, who's going to be able to beat Ronda? Nia come back into the picture? Do we get a Natty heel turn? I feel like we shouldn't, because I feel like she needs to stay face for a little bit, especially after what just happened with her father. But I don't know.
Okay, Jaime, how did you feel about it?
I didn't expect Ronda to win, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I was expecting her to win up until WrestleMania.
Interesting. Why is that?
Because, Alexa's the heel and she's been doing good with her character. So what does she do now that she doesn't have the title? At least for Ronda, you can let her feud with other women up until WrestleMania. But for Alexa, who does she feud with this time? Once she gets her rematch clause with Ronda.
Well, Jaime, I mean, wrestling history already tells us what's going to happen. She's got a best friend that obviously didn't help her beat the, irresistible force, whatever they wanted to call Ronda Rousey. She's going to wind up attacking Mickie James, and that's going to be the feud. She's going to viciously beat down Mickie. The other divas are going to come, or ladies, or whatever they want to call themselves, are going to rally around Mickie because, well, she's a legend, and legends shouldn't be treated that way, no matter how bad she treated them. And that's going to be the thing. Just saying, I think it works. Am I wrong?
I'm just not used to seeing her without the belt. She's just so good with the belt on her that I'm just not used to it. I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, but it's the Hulk Hogan syndrome. You keep the belt on somebody for so long, pretty soon the belt doesn't mean nothing. And the title changes don't mean nothing because everybody just assumes that's a victory, no matter who they're up against. It had to change hands. So, just want to point out one thing. We're recording this during Monday Night Raw. It's 9:37 Eastern Time, and Kurt Hawkins is on my television. Good to see him. Good to see the former Edgehead. All right, let's move on. Is it good that Brock Lesnar's gone, Dan?
Yes. I just told you that was my favorite. That was my favorite match of the night. And you think it's a bad? You think I'm going to think it's a bad thing?
No, I just wanted to get your opinion. See, that's what people in this business do to try to switch lanes, to try to get people to voice their opinion, is ask them a question that's already loaded that they know the answer to. You know, somebody that's going to be on Twitch here shortly, I think you would know that.
Man, way to drop the bomb when I go to talk about myself later in the show.
Hey, that's a teaser. That's another, us industry insiders like to use. Jaime, Brock gone, yay or nay?
Yay, definitely. I'm not sure what the sales would be, but yes, all the way. I don't want Brock back.
Okay, so where does that leave the Universal title, Jaime? We're obviously going to see Braun and Roman, right? Does Brock get a rematch? I mean, we saw Heyman asking for it earlier in Monday Night Raw, but is that actually going to happen? Is it a three-way? Does Braun get his shot and then get to cash in as well? How's this working out, Jaime?
Here's where it gets interesting. John Cena just posted on his shortly after Roman won the belt. John Cena just posted on his Instagram account the picture of Roman holding it. He doesn't put any captions, so let's assume that that's going to happen.
Of
Roman might win it, but that's going to happen.
Of Roman holding what now?
The belt, the Universal title.
Well, yeah, because, duh. He's celebrating a guy, it's two faces feeding off each other. Of course he's going to do that. Are you trying to say that John Cena's going to come back from Australia and challenge Roman for the belt? No, I see the picture.
Not.
But
it's more like an intention kind of thing.
Okay, fair enough. Daniel, your thoughts?
On John Cena and Roman?
Braun and Roman.
Man.
Before, Jaime took us down the road we cannot see. Braun Roman, is this going to happen? Will Brock Lesnar be involved? What's up?
Nope. I think Lesnar just rides off into the sunset until WrestleMania.
Or until he gets his ass beat by Daniel Cormier?
Or that. But yeah, I think he's done for a while. I think Braun doesn't cash in anytime soon. I think Braun actually gets a title shot. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we might get the first time that we see a Money in the Bank holder also holding the title.
I could see something really interesting happen there, like Braun has a title shot, wins the title, and then loses the title, but then cashes in immediately after to retain the title. I can see that happening against somebody like a John Cena, where it gives Cena his 17th title reign, but he doesn't have the belt, and he can go back off into Hollywood. That kind of combines both of your ideas right there. Am I an idiot or what?
No, I actually like that idea.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Jaime, good?
That's actually good. That's actually good.
You mean I fantasy booked something that you both liked?
Don't
Don't
push your luck.
This is a new era indeed for the Caps Locks and Chair Shots podcast. All right. Is The Miz the biggest star on SmackDown right now? Dan?
No. God, no.
Care to-
Yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, let's duke it out, gentlemen.
How can you say he's the biggest star on SmackDown when you have guys like Styles, Bryan, Orton? The Miz is just an afterthought, bro. Just an afterthought.
Okay,
He's not.
Stop
he's
your-
not an
stop your
A-lister.
trolling.
He's
Stop your
not a
trolling and be
B-lister.
serious.
He's a C-lister.
Oh.
Okay.
Shut up. Jaime, talk some sense into him before I go all the way to Baltimore to slap his punk ass.
You know that I always say The Miz is the number 2 guys, AJ being number 1. But on SmackDown, if it's a face heel thing, like AJ's 1.5 and Miz is the other 1.5. So, you know, just because The Miz doesn't have multiple world title reigns doesn't mean that he's not a big star.
Okay, well, I mean, come on. You guys just complained about how bad. Oh, by the way, Kurt Hawkins is now 0-20 or 0-203 or whatever. You guys just complained about how bad Samoa Joe and AJ was. Randy Orton was not on the card, was he? No.
No.
Daniel Bryan, did he do anything of significance?
Yep.
What'd he do?
He showed how much of a cheater the Miz was.
That's been The Miz's calling card ever since.
But who won the match?
This jerk face named the Miz.
I'm just saying. Dude came out on top, had the match of the night for SmackDown. Just saying, maybe The Miz is a hell of a lot better than you're giving him credit for.
Okay, you know what? Maybe you should.
No. You know what? He's the most must-see WWE champion of all time.
I'm really tired of you muting me when I go to say something, Ed.
I didn't mute you. I just talked
I'm
over
gonna
you.
don't you lie to me, Ed.
If I knew how to mute you, I would. If I knew how to mute you,
lie.
this would be a hell of a lot more entertaining.
Don't lie to me.
If I wanted to lie to you, I'd say that man bun you're wearing looks good. If I wanted to lie to you, I'd say your email isn't completely and totally dumb. But I'm not going to lie to you. Let's move on. Did both you guys mark out for the Demon Finn Balor?
Yes.
Jaime?
Oh, I have to admit, yes, I didn't like who won, and I didn't like the match, but yes.
Okay. I'm not going to lie, I did too. It was nice seeing it because we wanted to see it just so often, especially since he won and then lost the Universal Championship. Everybody wanted to see him do it, and he finally did it, and it was, to quote my favorite guy on SmackDown, not named Mike Mizanin, it was glorious. Yes, that happened. All right, is there anything we missed on SummerSlam? Is there anything we missed on SummerSlam? Anything you guys
Should
want
we
to talk
talk about the pre-show?
Do we have to? Is there anything worth it on there? I mean...
The matches were good. Actually, it could beat out some of the matches on the main card.
Okay, yeah, you know what? There is one thing on the pre-show I want to talk about. Rusev's gone, right? I mean, he jobbed to Almas on the opening match of the pre-show. That's Rusev's goodbye, right? He can't come back from that.
It also might be there are big things coming for Almas.
Yeah, but Rusev to lose on the opening match of the pre-show to a guy that's been on the main roster for how long? 3 months? 6 months?
Yeah, around that time.
Dan, is this the end of Rusev?
I don't know, man. Like, we thought the end of Rusev was months ago, and then he put himself over, and they hated it. But
I mean,
I hope it's not. But I hope it's not because he's great. But I think it might be. I think if he's going to do what's best for him, it should be the end. He should ask for his release.
But here's the thing. Remember, it's just last year SummerSlam that the New Day and the Usos opened the show. The New Day lost in the first match of the pre-show. Does that mean it's the end for them?
No, but you see, the New Day has always been in... The New Day wasn't as put down as what Rusev has been here lately. I mean, he's getting, like, reality show TV star treatment. Like, hey, they're on the show just to be on the show. When 3 months ago, Rusev was in the main event going against, what, AJ Styles? Or was that 6 months ago or whatever? Now he's opening the show and he's losing. You know, the New Day's one thing. It's the tag team division. You know, 2 wins on any television show and these people are challenging for the tag team titles. In a singles division? That's the death knell for Rusev. Anything else we missed, guys?
Hard to disagree with that.
Of course.
The B team survived another. The B team survived another title match.
Okay? Which is a better? How do I want to word this? Which is a better team of cast-offs? Now, obviously, the talent. There's a big disparity here, but the B team or Sheamus and Cesaro.
I'm going with the B team. The only reason why the Bar people still care about the Bar is because of Sheamus.
Really?
I already said this in the past. No matter how good Cesaro, I love Cesaro in the ring. He's built like, I don't know, he's solid, but he just doesn't have that it factor. John Cena tried to put him over on multiple occasions, but that there's a reason he's still not, world championship material. But for the B team, they're very entertaining. They're very easy to get behind. Even as the Mr. Raj, I was already behind them.
Okay. Dan, do you agree here?
No, I don't want to, but I have to. Because he's right.
No. Okay. I have several things wrong with what Jaime said. For one, Cesaro does have that it factor, but he's being held down by injuries and creative. For number 2, he is world championship material. He just has never gotten the shot because he's been overshadowed by figures bigger than him who are already in the middle of their push when he was healthy. And number 3, no. No. Because as great as the B team is as a bunch of misfits and comedic act, did any of them beat Daniel Bryan in 8 seconds at WrestleMania? No. Did any of them win any other singles title by themselves? No.
NXT.
Doesn't count. Not main roster. Just saying. They got a long way to go before they get to the Bar's level. They got a long way to go before they can get to the Bar. Yeah.
That's for sure, because the Bar's already been on the main roster forever. And when did Bo Dallas get called up? 2013, 2014?
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's way after Sheamus and Cesaro have already been wrestling on the main roster for years.
They had already been champions.
Yeah.
But honestly, Jaime, what you're missing out is we have unfolding in front of us with Cesaro, a Jeff Hardy, an Eddie Guerrero, a JBL, somebody who's put their dues in for a decade or more in the mid-card, in the tag team division, winning the smaller titles to get that long championship reign toward the end of their career. I guarantee you, 5 years from now, we're going to be talking about Cesaro as not only a Grand Slam champion, but as one of the longest reigning either Universal or WWE champions in the last decade. Of course, he's not going to beat Brock Lesnar, but he's going to be up there. And he's going to hold the title well. and he's going to showcase his talents well, and we're going to see the Cesaro we thought we were going to see when he was paired with Paul Heyman, when he was going to get that push before he injured his shoulder. Give it 5 years, Cesaro is going to be a Hall of Famer, if he isn't already.
Dude, how many years does he have left, though? He's up there in age.
How old was JBL when he got his belt? Eddie Guerrero was in his 40s. AJ Styles is 41. Just saying. It's going to happen. Look at Edge. How long was Edge in the mid-card before he got his title shot? There's a precedence for this. Yeah, he may be getting older. Who knows? Maybe it's going to happen after WrestleMania in that little lull period. Maybe we'll see Cesaro ditch Sheamus, win that feud, go on, challenge, Braun Strowman, give him the swing, show he is still the Swiss Superman, win the belt out of nowhere. Or maybe he just takes it to AJ Styles. We don't know. Maybe he wins the Royal Rumble. Maybe that happens. But I'm telling you, Cesaro will be a major champion within the next 5 years. And we'll be talking about him as one of the best. It's just the way it is.
The AJ feud's interesting.
And you know what, Jaime? You know what? I'm going to guarantee this. Because this is a fact of life. And speaking of Eli Drake, that's going to lead us into our next thing. The video's been circulating Facebook, and I happened to come across it because it's one of the things I both love and absolutely despise. Apparently, my boy Eli Drake, and somebody that Jaime frequently thinks about in the shower, has decided to do an interview with Joey Ryan's penis. Before I go insane, Daniel, do you tell me about this? Tell me why I shouldn't just kill Impact completely.
I believe I am quoting someone here. Stuff like this is going to make Impact great again.
Words of 6 hours ago come to bite me in the ass. It's going to bring Impact back in the ratings because people want to see Joey Ryan's dick. Not to mention, isn't Candice LeRae already on the Impact roster, or is she in the WWE?
She's in the WWE.
Interesting. Either way, we're not going to see the boobplex in NXT anytime soon, but... Jaime, are you a fan of this? Are you a fan of Joey Ryan's penis getting television time? Literally.
I'm not a fan of the thought, but Eli Drake, being Eli Drake, not paying attention to Joey Ryan at all, but only paying attention to what gets him over, I think it's okay. It's not that bad. Not as bad as Joey Ryan using it to wrestle and overpowering muscular guys.
He did it to Eli Drake in a match either the next night or later that night. From his back, he used his penis to defeat Eli Drake. He penised up.
That's where it gets bad. But the interview is fine. It's hilarious.
Let's talk about something else, shall we? Let's talk about NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, number 4, 5, 12, I don't know. Anyway, you both watched it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel, what stood out to you? What's your best match there?
What stood out to me? There's something I want to say just to kind of troll you, but I'm not going to since you asked a specific question.
No, go ahead.
What stood out to me is that there was this dude, man. He was like, he was so bro. He might have been the king of bros. Showed up in the audience and is officially part of the NXT roster. That excites me. I can't wait to see Matt Riddle and Keith Lee go at it.
Oh my god. What about the matches, Daniel?
Is there a question besides Gargano Ciampa?
Okay.
I heard Tyler Bate did good things.
Yes, but dude, that honestly might be the trilogy of the year.
Last 2 years, really. I mean,
all of wrestling.
For
all of wrestling this year, that might get trilogy of the year.
Which one? Gargano Ciampa?
Gargano Ciampa.
Okay, Daniel, I'm going to ask you one question, and I know this is... I think I already know the answer to this. You have Gargano Ciampa on one TV, and you have Okada Omega on the other. Which one are you turning off?
Do I have to turn off one?
You have to turn off one. We'll get back to you. Jaime, what stood out to you on TakeOver?
Let me bring up first how Dan liked Gargano Ciampa. Here's the thing. The match is good. It's really good. It's awesome. It's a match of the night. Not my match of the night, but it's a match of the night for almost everyone. But this is an example of why Vince, the WWE, doesn't give the fans what they want. Because, these indie marks, they went, okay, Gargano Ciampa forever. But look, I'm already tired of seeing them main eventing for how many straight takeovers? 3, 4 straight takeovers?
So you're tired of excellence. You're tired of greatness.
They have raised the bar every single time.
Jaime, that's like saying I'm tired of watching Mario Lemieux score on a breakaway. I'm tired of seeing Wayne Gretzky pass the puck. I know it's hockey, and you have no idea who these two people are. So let me try again. That's like saying I'm tired of seeing Tom Brady win his... Bad. I'm tired of watching Dan Marino throw a pass. I'm tired of watching Drew Brees throw a pass. You still may not know who those two people are. I'm tired of watching Barry Bonds and Mark... shit, that doesn't work either. I'm tired of Michael Jordan winning.
Cristiano Ronaldo play soccer.
Well, I mean, Wayne Rooney, because he made a ridiculous pass the other day, and I know crap about soccer, but good God, it was all over, and it was beautiful. Anyway, that's what we're getting at, Jaime. You're tired of greatness, and it's sad. It's sad as a wrestling fan. It's sad as a human being. It's just sad.
No, it's just that they've already been main eventing for how many straight takeovers. The match is
Who cares?
excellent. Don't get me wrong. I like the match, but
I mean,
there are a lot of bookings that they could have booked for that.
Oh.
Give Gargano Ciampa rest for a while.
No, Jaime, no, because that line of thinking is the reason we only have 2 Hogan Flair matches when they're both in their prime. That line of thinking is the reason we only have 1 WrestleMania that has Steamboat and Savage. That line of thinking is why we only have X amount of matches for these great rivalries, but you don't want to get burned out on them, so people don't want to watch them, which is total and complete and utter bullshit. And I know I just cussed, and now we got to put the R rating on this thing, and I don't care. But if it's great, let it run. And let it run, and let it run. And you know what? Bring these guys to the main roster. Let them debut on SmackDown. Let Johnny Gargano come out and, hey, Johnny, wrestling's here. And you know what should happen? Ciampa should come up from under the ring and just beat the ever-loving crap out of him and let this feud go on and go on and go on. And you know what? Put the smosh finish between AJ and Joe that's going to happen at the next pay-per-view. What is it, Hell in the Cell? Let that just go second on the card. And give the people exactly what they want. Let Triple H's vision come through. And let him save the WWE. And let Ciampa and Gargano go at it in a Hell in a Cell. And let somebody go through the cell. And let this feud continue until the end of days. Until Impact buys the WWE, and Impact is the only thing left standing. And you know what's going to happen? In 15 years when we're watching Monday Night Impact on Fox, we're going to see a 50-year-old Ciampa and a 50-year-old Gargano, and they're still going to be in the main event, and I'm still going to watch it. Let's move on.
But here... Okay.
Who?
Let's just move on.
Who from TakeOver has shown you enough, and I've obviously already said too, to go up to the main roster in the next 2 days? Daniel, we haven't heard from you in a while. Who needs to be brought up today or tomorrow?
He is just like me, and he lives in the top 1%.
Yes, completely agree. Hands down, the way he sold for the Velveteen Dream was beautiful. I agree.
Can I just say Dream needed that too?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I am a huge Dream fan, and you guys both know that, but he needed that win. 100%.
Honestly, I think after the whole Aleister Black thing, he's kind of come downhill a little bit. You know, that feud was perfect between him and Black. But he really hasn't done much since then, and now him and EC3 really did a lot for each other. Jaime, give me one guy that needs to come up, today or tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going with the entire Undisputed Era.
All three of them. All four of them, is it now? Yeah, it's four of them now.
Yeah. I want them to go up already because there's something to shake up the entire tag team division. Not in the next day or two. Not maybe the next day or two, but they're next, I hope.
Okay, so where do they go? I assume you're sending them to SmackDown to feud with, the other ones, like Sanity and the New Day and, Faction Warfare?
They're going on Raw.
Ooh. Okay. B-Team versus Fish and O'Reilly. You have Adam Cole maybe taking on Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Interesting. And then you have, Gargano
Roderick Strong for the Cruiserweight title.
Really?
Well, he was in the semifinals against Cedric Alexander. He almost made it to the finals of that tournament when Enzo dropped the belt.
Dan, would you want to watch that? Cedric
No.
Alexander and Roderick Strong?
No.
Fair enough. Okay,
No.
better question.
No.
Adding Roderick Strong to 205 Live, does it save it?
No.
No.
Fair enough, we are unanimous. All right, let's move on. We're going to do a segment called Did You See That? And we already talked about Eli Drake and Joey Ryan's business. How about, did anybody else see The Miz have a foreign object in his hand when he won that match?
Yes.
I didn't see the foreign object.
You're
I was
a liar.
assuming it's a ring.
You're a liar.
It appeared to be something rolled up in his fist or a pair of brass knuckles or something. But either way, it was beautiful. I loved it. Loved everything about it. Wow. That's what happens when you don't record a podcast for a few months, folks. Have you guys seen The Miz's new reality show?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Dan, how have you not seen it? You've watched Total Divas, you watched Total Bellas. How have you not seen this?
Dude, life's crazy, man. You know a lot of the stuff I got going on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jaime, I guess I'm asking this question to you. Is it better than Total Divas?
Well, for me, the WWE-related reality shows, they're all the same. Like, Miss and Mrs. has its own type of audience, and Total Divas, Total Bellas has its own type of audience. Like, for the Miss, it's like more of a family, like all the three of them, him, Maurice, Monroe Sky. You know those reality shows where about the family man. For Total Divas, Total Bellas, it's quite different.
Or in the
Although
case...
Total Bellas is family, but not family as in a mom, a dad, and a child, like Ms. and Mrs.
Jaime, what about Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Isn't that how that started?
Yeah.
A mom, a dad, and a bunch of kids? Look at what that's become. I'm not saying The Miz is going to be Bruce Jenner, but reality shows need to stop. I can't believe I just said that. Okay. There's been a lot of blowback in the last few weeks of the WWE not paying proper tribute to Jim the Anvil Neidhart. It's unfortunate of his passing, but how do you guys feel about that? Dan, did the WWE do enough with just a little tribute at the beginning of the show and a WWE Network package?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I wish they would have did more so because, I guess because Natty's still there, if that makes sense. But, I mean, Jim is an amazing, oh man, I don't know how to put it in words because I feel like no matter what I say, I'm going to come off like a butthole. Well,
That's
asshole
normal.
since we already cussed. But no, I think they're okay. I wish they would have did more, but I don't think they needed to.
Jaime, how do you feel about it?
It was all of a sudden because Jim's passing was like hours or minutes before Monday Night Raw started. Natty hasn't even updated her Instagram account right before Raw to announce her dad's passing. So it was a sudden thing. So if he died like days before or during the weekends, maybe they could have prepared for it.
Okay, I mean, they've done more with less time. I mean,
That's very true.
As screwed up, and I'm not saying they are on equal levels, and I'm not saying the event is equal, but I mean, they canceled entire shows with less time for guys like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Owen Hart. You know, those tributes happened in less than 12 hours, in less than 24 hours. I mean, I'm not saying the Anvil's up there, but, you know, they've done more with less. And one other thing that probably should be pointed... There's Natty on TV right there! One thing that probably needs to be pointed out, there's only one member left of the original Hart Foundation. And that's Bret Hart.
And he almost died as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
So every member just had to redeem him.
That's not something to laugh about, Jaime. And we thought Dan was going to come off as the asshole. All right. Switching gears. September 1st is going to be a big, big day. And we all know why it's going to be a big, big day, right?
Yes. Man, how do I put this? I'm all in for that day. How about you guys?
Jaime?
I think I'm going to watch it on delay or back. I'm going to backtrack on it.
You see, it was a softball, and it was sitting almost on a tee right there for you, Jaime, to make a pun, to score a good joke, and you missed. No. You see, September 1st, 2018 will go down in history as the day a phoenix rises from the ashes of a once long-thought dead company and will rise up and claw its way back into the light and spread its wings and take that first mighty flap as it goes to ascend its way back to the top once more. Because when Cody Rhodes beats Nick Aldis for the NWA Championship, Billy Corgan in the NWA will once again be relevant. The NWA Championship, that 10 pounds of glorious gold, will once again be prominent in an industry that has been created since 1908, and George Hackenschmidt and Jim Londos wrestled for the first time in front of thousands of people and crowned themselves world champion. It's gonna happen. And it starts in Chicago, September 1st. Am I wrong?
No.
Thank you.
I agree with you.
Love that.
I try. You know, every once in a while, good ideas do pop into the old brain housing group. All right. Anybody else excited for any other matches on that card? I know the Young Bucks are going to be there. I believe Jericho said he was going to be there, right?
Jericho is not going to be there.
Oh, very well. Who else is going to be on that
He's
card?
not going to be wrestling. I'm not sure if he's going to be there or not.
Well, this is what we got Google for, so let's see what we got here. Wikipedia.
Mysterio will be there.
Well, I'm sorry?
Mysterio will be there.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. And who's Mysterio wrestling, I wonder?
I believe he's in a 6-man tag match against the Bucks.
Yeah, against the Young Bucks.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, here.
I got the card. I got it, Jaime.
Christopher Daniels.
Nick Aldis
versus
will take on
Stephen
Cody Rhodes with Brandy Rhodes for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. And I must say, I am very excited to have that S on the end of Worlds. We're going to have a Space Force now. And I guess the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship includes Mars and Venus as well. Okada is going to take on Marty Scurll. Y'all excited about that one?
Yeah, man. Marty's a heavyweight.
Okay. Joey Janela against Hangman Page. Do I know who those people are?
You should know who Joey Janela is.
I don't.
Because Joey Janela is the guy who powerbombed Leo Rush off the ladder, through the table, and Leo Rush no-sold it. And you got very upset about that.
Okay. Alright, sure. I can't be reading this right. Christopher Daniels is taking on Stephen Amell. As in the guy that was that Archer guy on the WB or CW or whatever?
Yes.
The Green Arrow?
The guy from Arrow.
Arrow.
That's happening?
That's happening.
Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, former Ring of Honor and TNA champion, the guy that is the godfather of the X Division, is taking on a fucking actor at a show that's supposed to be the biggest of the year?
The Fallen Angel versus the Fallen Archer.
Don't disrespect Stephen Amell like that, okay?
Is that really how they're booking this? The Fallen Angel versus the Fallen Archer?
No, that's not, but that actually would have been really good. I'll give Jaime credit for that. That would have been really good.
Okay. Maybe I don't get the indies. Maybe I don't know. We got the Briscoe brothers, Jay and
Hey man, don't forget Stephen Amell was a WWE wrestler.
Right. The Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark Briscoe, are they related to Jerry and Jack, or is that just a naming thing?
I think that's just a naming thing.
We'll take on SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian, and some guy named Scorpio Sky.
This is the worst city I have ever been in. I messed that up, but...
Am I supposed to know what the hell that is supposed to be? I mean...
Nope, you're not.
Okay. But... let's move on. The over-budget Battle Royal. What is this?
The Battle Royal took them over budget.
Uh-huh. Is this the one where we're going to see all the former... Oh, shit, we missed one. Yeah, it's on the pre-show, it doesn't matter. It's for the Ring of Honor World Championship. All right. Rey Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito are taking on the Golden Elite. Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Kota Ibushi in a 6-man tag team match. I know 2 of those people.
Kota Ibushi's a really good wrestler. He was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Okay.
And he shouldn't have won it.
Now, talk to me about who these Jackson guys are. Like, should I know who they are?
Dude, that's the Young Bucks.
I know who the Young Bucks are, and they make me sick.
So really quick, here are some of the participants in the over the budget Battle Royal.
Okay.
Moose.
Ed's
Rocky
favorite
Romero.
big guy.
Who was after Moose, Dan?
Rocky Romero.
I don't know who that is. Continue.
Boom. Colt Cabana.
Also,
Ethan Page.
CM Punk's best friend, a former best friend, I guess. Who's
Ethan Page is in it. He's an indie wrestler who I actually really like. He's really good. He's sort of built like me and you, Ed, but he actually is, he's pretty good at this.
Oh, you mean 220 pounds of lean, mean sex machine? Yeah, all right.
Brian Cage.
Brian Cage. Oh, the huge jacked up guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
I'm an ass man. Boom, boom.
What is he being billed as?
Billy Gunn.
He got the rights to that name again?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has it, yeah.
Is he going to be a part of the Voodoo Kin Mafia? The worst named tag team stable ever? Continue.
Then Jimmy Jacobs, and then somebody named Marco Stunt, who I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, me either. Let's move on. Madison Rayne, Britt Baker, Chelsea Green, who used to be...
Laurel Van Ness.
There you go. And Tessa Blanchard, who used to be Tessa Blanchard. They are all going to compete in a 4-way match with absolutely nothing on the line. This is a palate cleanser, correct?
That is.
I mean, that probably actually will be a good 4-way match.
Dan, would you like to be the 5th person in that 5-way?
No comment.
Very well. Is that because your girlfriend's listening, by the way?
That's definitely not happening. But on the odd chance she is, yes.
Jay Lethal will face the winner of the over-budget Battle Royal. Now, let's give odds on who's going to win that. Colt Cabana, 20-1?
Maybe not, because I think he is the only guy that is signed to ROH. Well, Rocky Romero as well.
What about?
I don't know.
I'm putting Billy Gunn at a 3-2 favorite to win the over-the-budget Battle Royal.
I can get behind that.
And we're probably going to see Brian Cage win it. And, by the way, we'll get to this after we get to the last match. Kenny Omega versus Pentagon. Did he drop the junior from his name now?
I don't believe he can be called Pentagon Jr. because of...
Lucha Underground?
Yes.
But wasn't he called Pentagon Jr. on Impact the other day?
I don't know.
Okay. Alright, and then the last... Oh, okay, that was the last match. Alright. I'm kind of excited about that one because that's the only one where I really know who both those guys are and appreciate their wrestling. Outside of the main event, Magnus and Goldust, or Stardust, excuse me. But I just want to point out one thing here. In 2004, when Ring of Honor's president, who I will not name, got busted for kiddie porn, the relationship between TNA, which is now Impact, and Ring of Honor severed, which caused people like AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, and a bunch of other people to basically choose sides. It made Impact terrible. It made Ring of Honor really kind of bad there for a little while. And both companies kind of haven't recovered until recently. They're working together now with the NWA on the same show. Anybody else pretty excited about that?
Yeah, man, I think it could be great things to come.
I mean, we could see an alliance of what could be the 3 of the biggest second-tier promotions, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to compete with the WWE. I'm not saying it'll be a full-on competition, but... And we're not going to see another Monday Night Wars, but this is pretty exciting, right, Jaime?
Yeah, that's what makes it exciting. That exact idea.
Okay, alright, we're going to bring back some stuff from yesteryear. That's basically segments that we tried out, were funny, and we canceled. Daniel, give me your hot girl of the show.
After last night, Ronda Rousey.
Jaime, give me your MMA or WWE thing to watch for.
Well, September 8th, UFC 228, Tyron Woodley versus Darren Till for the welterweight title. And here's what's interesting. The winner of that title fight is going to face Colby Covington. And if you remember where you have last seen Colby Covington aside from the UFC?
Tell me, Jaime.
On Impact, he was part of that American Top Team invasion.
Oh.
He was like the douchebag of that group. That white guy with the tattoo.
Jaime, they were all douchebags. The
biggest douchebag was Dan Lambert, the second douchebag of that team.
No, Dan Lambert made that angle watchable. That was the worst run angle in Impact since Brooke Hogan married Bully Ray. The worst angle since then. No. Actually, it may have been at the same time. It was the worst angle since AJ Styles and the paternity thing. That may have been worse. Anyway, let's move on. Dan, me and you are going to do something here, and Jaime, feel free to join in. Oh, wait, I haven't given mine the other thing to watch for. And there's 2, and they both come from the NFL. One is, how soon will the Browns go with their number 1 overall pick at quarterback? Yeah, it's going to happen. The guys looked good. Mayfield's looked good. I mean, we'll see. I give it week 4. And the other one just happened today. Adrian Peterson is now a member of that football team in Washington.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long until he gets hurt and joins the 3 other running backs they have on IR? 2 weeks? Does he make it to week 1? We'll see.
He plays 12 games this year.
If he plays 6, I'll be shocked. All right. Dan, me and you were going to do something. Like I said, Jaime, feel free to jump in. Football season pretty much has begun. So, Daniel, let's make our official picks. Division winners, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. NFC North, who do you got?
Green Bay.
Damn right. NFC South, it's wide open.
I'm going to go with New Orleans.
Interesting. I'm going to go with Carolina, I think. I think we're going to see a bounce back here from Cam. So.
Neither one of us can argue either way on that one.
And watch it be Atlanta. Jaime, do you have any opinion on this?
No.
Fair
I
enough.
only watch on Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why we're leaving you out on this one, bud. We'll come back to you. We got one more thing for you. All right, Daniel, NFC East.
The New York Football Giants.
Are you high or just stupid?
Eli is going to go out in the blaze of glory this year and have a great season and then retire.
You're picking a team that had, what, 3 wins last year? 2 wins? Over a team that won the Super Bowl. Hire
What can I
stupid.
say,
Dan.
man?
Hire stupid. Anyway, no, it's the Eagles, and you're dumb if you think otherwise. NFC West. Another wide open division.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to jump on the hype train and I'm going to take Jimmy G.
I don't hate it. It's a sexy pick, but as much as it absolutely fucking sickens me to say this, because of who their owner is, and he's that jackass Stan Kroenke, the Los Angeles Rams are going to win that division, and they're going to win 12 games, and they're going to be the 2nd seed, and they're going to face Green Bay in the NFC Championship game in Lambeau, and I really hope Todd Gurley gets put through the goddamn tundra. Let's move on. And our AFC West, Daniel.
Whoa.
I
You
know.
go first.
I know. I'm going to go with the Oakland Raiders.
Bounce back season, huh?
What's that?
So do you think they're going to have a bounce back season, eh?
I just don't trust anybody else in that division. I mean, San Diego? No. Kansas City?
Yes.
Pat Mahomes is not that great of a quarterback. I'm sorry.
I don't think he is either, but I think he is an upgrade from Alex Smith.
I'd rather take the safe play than somebody.
And here's my thing. I think John Gruden is past his time.
No, it's their last year in Oakland before they go to Vegas, right?
Oh, man. Now you're hitting me where it hurts, and you're hitting me with Narrative Street. I was going to try not to go down any Narrative Streets.
I'm just saying, it's their last year in Oakland. I think they're going to go out on top.
That's fine. You know what? I will agree with you and say Oakland. Because I didn't have any strong feelings towards that.
I was going to say, Denver's defense is great, but their offense...
Yes.
I'm pretty sure a high school team could stop their offense. I don't know. I'm no defensive coordinator or nothing. All right. AFC North. This is a big division, Daniel. I know where you're going.
Yeah, you know where I'm going, so I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to let you judge me.
No. Dude, Jacoby Brissett's going to be a Pro Bowler. Baltimore, they're going to be good. They're going to win 4 games this year, and I applaud them. They're going to be great.
Baltimore's winning the North.
No. It's probably going to be Pittsburgh this year. But
let me put it to you this way. The last time Joe Flacco was playing for a contract, because let's be honest here, no matter what Flacco does this year, he's gone.
I'd say.
The last time Flacco was playing for a contract. He won a Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
And won the Super Bowl MVP.
Uh-huh.
And what is Joe Flacco playing for this year?
Pride.
In contract. What does Joe Flacco has? He has 2 great wide receivers. Okay, two good wide receivers.
Okay.
He has a good defense again.
Okay.
He has a running back that seems to have gotten rid of his fumble issues that he had late last year in Alex Collins.
I mean, sure. You're looking through this through purple-tinted lenses, Dan.
And the best kicker in the league.
When he can make a field goal in Heinz Field, let me know. No.
All the time?
Whatever. This is what's going to happen. And this is me putting on Nostradamus' hat, and I'm telling you, this is going to be it. The Steelers are going to win with a 10-6 record, and they're going to be beaten by the wild card team, probably coming out of the South? Houston. They're going to be beaten by Houston in the playoffs.
You don't think Houston's winning that division?
I don't know who's going to win that division. Well, that'll be the last one we talk about because the next one we don't have to talk about. But
Correct.
It's going to be Big Ben's last year. He'll be knocked out with a concussion in the wild card game. J.J. Watt's going to pound him into the dirt. Baltimore is going to flounder because Joe Flacco can't get out of his own head and will not be the starting quarterback in Week 16. This will also be the last year for the, what do they call him, the Red Rocket?
Dalton? I think Dalton's overrated.
I think Dalton's gone, and I think Marvin Lewis is gone in
Marvin
Cincinnati.
Lewis should have been gone years
ago. I completely agree with you. But you know what's going to happen? Not this year, but next year? Landry Jones and Baker Mayfield are going to be the most dangerous quarterback-receiver combination in the NFL.
You just named 2 quarterbacks.
What?
You're just saying 2
No.
quarterbacks.
Who's that wide receiver the Browns have?
Jarvis Landry?
That's what I fucking said.
You said Landry Jones.
Oh, whatever. Jarvis Landry. Asshole. Jarvis Landry. Dude, it's 10:30. I've been up since 5 o'clock. Jarvis Landry and Baker Mayfield are going to be the most dangerous 1-2 combination in the NFL. The Browns are going to win 10 games, not in 2018, but in 2019. They're going to win the North. They're going to go to the AFC Championship game. Tom Brady's going to beat him in the last year. And in 2021, in February of 2021, everybody's going to take a huge shit and take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Book it. It's going to happen.
Put money on this?
No, absolutely not. Do we need to talk about the AFC East?
Patriots.
Yeah, I was going to say, the question is who's going to finish second in that division?
That's actually a good question.
It's coming down to the Bills and Dolphins, right? It can't be that dumpster fire in New York.
I don't know.
It has to be. I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Bills are going to do great things this year. Once they find a quarterback. But they're going to do great things.
They're talking about starting Peterman or Perryman, whatever the hell his name is.
Nathan
the
Peterman.
dude that they benched Tyrod for.
Yeah. I'm still taking the Bills over the Dolphins. Unless Dan Marino's walking through that front door and getting ready to go under center. The Dolphins, I have no faith in anything from Miami. Until LeBron comes back, or Dan Marino comes back, or Derek Jeter sells the Marlins. I have no faith. Last division, and the toughest one to pick. AFC South. Jaime, do you have any thoughts on this?
No.
Fair enough. AFC South, Dan.
Dude, I don't think it's that tough, man. I think this is the Texans' division.
Andrew Luck back in Indy? No?
I don't think he plays 16 games.
Tennessee? I mean,
I love Mariota, but dude, I just think with that Texans defense, Deshaun Watson, stay healthy, come back, good season. D-Hop, dude, I don't think there's a team coming close, and I think Jacksonville takes a huge step back.
No faith in Blake Bortles.
No, man, no faith in Jacksonville. Also, I think Jalen Ramsey definitely put a target on that team this year.
And I'm telling you, I think he's going to back it up. I think you're going to see great things come out of Jacksonville. I mean, it's their last year before they go to London anyway. So I think...
Oh, dude, I guarantee you their attendance numbers are higher than ever before.
Because everybody's wanting to keep them in Jacksonville and not move them to London. All right, Dan, one last thing. And Jaime, you're going to chime in on this too since you only watch football during the Super Bowl. This is your thing before we say goodbye. Give me your Super Bowl picks, gentlemen. Daniel, AFC, NFC, who's going?
Can we do this in 2 weeks after the preseason?
Nope.
NFC, I have Green Bay.
Good choice.
And AFC, I'm going to go with Baltimore.
Bad choice. Jaime, who do you want to see in the Super Bowl?
Expecting to see the Patriots again. It's a matter of who they're going to be up against.
How about them Cowboys? Huh? You want to see that, Jaime?
Yeah.
Dan was right on one. It will be the Packers because they're outside of Minnesota. There's nobody in the NFC that's going to challenge them for anything in anything.
Really? You don't think the Eagles are going to challenge them?
No. The Eagles got lucky, man.
Who is the Eagles starting quarterback when Carson Wentz... Eagles are 4-0. Carson Wentz misses the first 4 games of the season. Nick Foles has thrown 8 picks to 1 interception. Who's your starting quarterback?
8 touchdowns to 1 interception?
Yes. 8 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's gonna be Carson Wentz because Nick Foles will be traded to, I want to say maybe a team like Buffalo, perhaps Dallas when Dak Prescott goes down.
Maybe Cleveland. They love quarterbacks.
No, it won't be Cleveland. Maybe a team like Denver.
That's not a bad call.
For a couple of first-round picks and maybe even a second, too. And then Foles is going to go to Denver. Wentz is going to re-injure his arm. Philadelphia is going to struggle to win 9 games. They're going to win that division by default because everybody else in that division is hot garbage. And they will be ousted in the first round by, I don't know, the 49ers, who are a wild card team. It's going to happen. So it's going to be Green Bay, and it's going to be... it's going to be Oakland. It's going to be Green Bay and Oakland. I think you're going to see an upset in the AFC Championship game. They're going to avenge the Tuck rule. I see it happening.
Jaime, remember, sleep is important.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It very much is. All right, guys. We are way over time. It's time to wrap this thing up because I'm not going to edit it because I haven't started caring yet. So, Jaime, you're the chief editor of Babel. Talk about your website. Talk about how great you are.
I'm always great. So yeah, if any of you listening want to join us, join the ranks, join the best, join the greatest, just hit me up on Facebook, Jaime Luis Aldecoa, or my Facebook page, The Great JLA, which happens to be also my Twitter and Instagram handle.
Yeah, he's very unoriginal when it comes to that kind of stuff. But you can find him at vavel.com, Jaime. Do we still go with just the USA as well, or can they join from anywhere?
You could actually join from anywhere because it's the same company. So it depends on where you're from, what language your specialty is, you can join.
Fair enough. Daniel, we mentioned it earlier. I hear you have some big things going on.
So, starting on most likely August 28th, around 10 p.m. Eastern, I will be streaming on Twitch starting then. You guys can find out more information on my Twitter right now. That is @RealDDorrett. Pending a possible change, that might change, but by the time this gets put up, that's still what it'll be. That's what it'll be for the foreseeable future. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me. I am looking forward to doing that. You'll catch me playing games like Madden, Fortnite, NBA 2K, a variety of different types of games.
Also,
you will also catch this show live whenever we do it on that said Twitch channel.
Provided, me and Dan can get our computers to not recognize our webcams being used by other programs, yes, that will happen. Now, as for me, I really don't got a lot going on anymore. I kind of had to take a dramatic step back in everything that was going on, and those plans have fallen through. But we're gonna get back into doing a lot of good stuff. I may help out Jaime a little bit out there. You can still get all my books on Amazon, and I appreciate the two of you that have bought them. And it's not the two people that joined me on this podcast that are supposed to be two of my very best friends who can't feel the need, desire, or want to go to Amazon and spend just, $15 of their hard-earned money to support a friend who is trying to make it in his desired field. But I don't hold no grudges. You can also find me if you're down in...
Sounds like a grudge to me.
If you're down in southeastern Ohio, you can check out journal-leader.com. That is the website of the Journal and the Noble County Leader. I am the sports writer there covering Shenandoah and Caldwell High School. You can tune in to all the great action that is that right there. But unfortunately, guys, we were out of time 10 minutes ago. So, for all of us at the Caps, Locks, and Chair Shots podcast, to all of you out there, we got just 2 words for you. Keep listening.